Every week, another small business quietly disappears from an American street. Not because it failed, but because the person who spent decades building it is finally ready to walk away. Most people walk past places like this without ever thinking about who owns them, or what happens when that owner decides it's finally time to retire. To everyone else, it's just another old laundromat. But to him, it's 30 years of early mornings, broken machines, loyal customers, and countless weekends spent keeping the doors open. Then one conversation changed everything. Across America, thousands of small business owners are approaching retirement. Many spent decades building stable businesses, but now face one unexpected problem. No one is waiting to take over. Their children often choose different careers. Competitors aren't interested, and finding the right buyer can take years. So many owners accept offers far below what their businesses might actually be worth. Most buyers saw an old laundromat with outdated equipment and declining revenue. One buyer saw something completely different. He wasn't buying a dying laundromat. He was buying something much more valuable, infrastructure that almost nobody else noticed. The buyer didn't rush into a deal. Before offering a single dollar, he spent days studying the neighborhood, watching who came and went, and asking one simple question: was the business failing, or was it simply neglected? The more he looked, the clearer it became. Thousands of people lived within walking distance, yet there wasn't another laundromat nearby. Instead of seeing old equipment, he saw something expensive that someone else had already paid for. Building a laundromat from scratch would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, but almost everything difficult was already here. The machines were old, the paint was faded, but those were fixable problems. Good locations are much harder to replace. After running the numbers again, the decision became surprisingly simple. He wasn't buying yesterday's business. He was buying tomorrow's opportunity. But buying the business turned out to be the easy part. Bringing it back to life, that would prove far more difficult. The first week wasn't glamorous. There were no ribbon-cutting ceremonies or viral announcements. Just broken machines, worn-out floors, and a long list of repairs waiting to be finished. Instead of replacing everything, he focused on the biggest problems first. The oldest machines consumed more electricity, broke down more often, and frustrated customers. Every upgrade had one purpose: make doing laundry easier. One of the smartest changes wasn't a washing machine at all. It was eliminating the need for quarters. Small improvements added up: cleaner floors, better lighting, longer opening hours, reliable machines. Nothing revolutionary, just dozens of small decisions done consistently. Within months, customers who had stopped coming began returning, and new customers started telling friends. The neighborhood noticed. The biggest surprise wasn't how much changed, it was how little actually needed to. The neighborhood had always needed a laundromat. It simply needed one that people enjoyed using. But the real transformation wasn't happening inside the washing machines. It was happening inside the numbers. And that's where the story becomes truly interesting. As the months passed, the business became more predictable. Not because customers suddenly appeared overnight, but because the neighborhood had quietly started trusting the laundromat again. One reason laundromats attract experienced investors is their simplicity. People will always need clean clothes, regardless of trends or technology. The challenge isn't creating demand, it's serving an existing need well. Of course, every business has expenses. Utilities, rent, maintenance, and equipment all require careful management. Success comes from operating efficiently, not from shortcuts. Every improvement, whether it was cleaner machines, faster service, or modern payment options, made customers a little more likely to return. Small decisions created long-term results. Looking back, the biggest opportunity wasn't buying a cheap business. It was recognizing value that everyone else had overlooked. The lesson isn't that everyone should buy a laundromat. It's that extraordinary opportunities are often hidden inside ordinary businesses. Sometimes the smartest investment isn't building something new. It's recognizing the value of something the rest of the world has stopped paying attention to. Every week, we'll uncover another overlooked business hiding in plain sight. Real industries, real stories, real lessons. Subscribe and discover the opportunities most people never stop to notice.